Alright. Here we are. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, back again. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. The Grand Prix are over, but we've got a pretty awesome update that's live in this game right now. And to show y'all how awesome it is, we're going to the pit stop. Check it out. We have a new kart set. We have a new character, well, actually a couple of new characters. And we have new legendary skin recolors. So first, let's get the Neon Hawk set. Brand new kart. Looks more like a plane though. Get that. We also have the Nitro GT kart set. Get this too. And check this out. Fixed Rillaroo. So, a lot of people didn't really like Rillaroo's new design that they gave him when he came out back in the Winter Festival Grand Prix, so Beenox went and fixed his design. Gave him a design that's more like his old design from Crash Bash. And I love this little animation where he even acknowledges the change. He's like, hey, my face, it's different now. Oh, great. Yeah, I love that they did this. And what's even better about this is that the old Rillaroo is still in this game as a separate character. This is like a separate character with new skins too. It's like new colors different from the old Rillaroo. It's great. So yeah, we're gonna unlock him. We got plenty of Wampa coins. And another new character. Baby In Trophy. Look how adorable he is. I love how he brings his pacifier back. He wants time to bring his pacifier back when he loses it. That's so cute. Straight from the warped 100% endings cutscene. And we also have Baby Cortex, also from the warped 100% ending cutscene. Yeah. I love his high-pitched Cortex laugh. That's an awesome looking weapon, by the way. Pacifier that shoots a laser. That laser looks awesome. Look at that thing. Woo. He's balanced just like his older self. I noticed that In Trophy was acceleration. I thought his original design was Baby In Trophy was acceleration. Hey! IWB Reku! Hello! How you doing, buddy? And thanks for the follow earlier, just before you followed me just before I started. Thank you very much for that. It's a coin for that. Alright, one more character. The lab assistant. I love that they added this character. Look how adorable he is. It looks like he's just so happy that he won. He like can't believe he won. Ruby right here. Ruby. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. I think half the time I mispronounce people's names anyway, when they're like in the chat like this. Anyway, yes, love the lab assist. Love the addition of the lab assistant. And we thought the likes of Yaya Panda and Rillaroo were obscure characters. Doesn't get any more obscure than this character. Look at him go. Oh no! No, I wanted to get the Rustland Megamix skin. It left. Oh, the Rustland Megamix skin was in the pit stop and now it's gone. What? Oh, come on. I don't want the Penta Penguin stuff. I don't use Penta Penguin. Even though that does look pretty cool. Lovebird Penta Ninja. Red Dwarf no Penta Ninja. Sure. I got plenty of Wumpa coins, so I'll just buy most of these. Sorry, kind of a slow start here to the stream, but there's a lot of cool decals on the new carts and stuff in the pit stop, and I just want to buy it now. Not to mention I got plenty of coins anyway. Nitro Edge. Blind Donut. I know you can refresh it. You can actually refresh it now. That's cool. You can refresh the pit stop at least twice a day. I didn't do that before. Optimal primer. Sound waves. Nice. Straight line. I get that a lot. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be so deep. It worked perfectly for Arby's commercials. Arby's, we have the meats. I do that from time to time. I actually like that catchphrase. What catchphrase Arby's has. I haven't been to Arby's in forever. Okay, that's all this stuff. Actually, I want to refresh, see if I can get... Ooh! Hazmat Dingo Doll. I don't even have the regular Hazmat skin for Dingo Doll yet. Nice. Space Hazmat Dingo Doll. That's the other one. Biohazard Hazmat Dingo Doll. Sorry about this. I know, probably a bit boring just buying stuff in the pit stop right now, but can't help but check it out. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I'll get this one. I love Dingo Doll, he's one of my favorite Crash characters. Bug Hunt Hazmat Dingo Doll. It's about the same. Alright, let's just go ahead. I think first thing I'm gonna do is look for those Beenox crates. There's a new feature in this game now where you have to look for a Beenox crate on each level, and it's hidden very well from what I've been told. And also, once you unlock all the... not unlock, once you collect all the... like, break all the Beenox crates, you get to have a checkpoint crate, of all things, as a playable character. And I really want that, because that's just so ridiculously hilarious that it ends up being awesome at the same time. It's just so good. I'm gonna use one of the new characters. Let's see. Which one should I use? If they were willing to put in Fixed for the Roo, I'd expect them to put in Cutscene and Velo. I don't know. I like the Velo we got. Like, this Velo is Still awesome. What's different from do you mean like just Velo as like a holographic head or something? That'd be kind of funny. Which one should I use? Should I use Lab Assistant, Baby Cortex, Baby Entropy, or Fix Villaroo? Oh, Velo with orange hair. Oh, that reminds me. I should go and see. I haven't checked out all the legendary skin recolors yet. I should look at that. I love all the. This is one of my favorite set of recolors. I want to get some of these general tiny recolors. These look awesome. I love the logos on the back too. It's so good. I don't even have the regular general tiny skin yet. I haven't bought that. I've just bought most of his Grand Prix ones. But these just look so good. Those logos on the back. And I love how it changes the color of his fur too. Also, Aviator Crash. Beenox Aviator Crash. Space Aviator Crash. Tiny Mere Putin. Nice. Arcade Aviator Crash. What do we got for Coco? I haven't seen Coco's yet. Princess Coco. Oh, wait. Alice Coco. Oh. Look at that hair. That's pretty neat. How about Engine? It doesn't look like he has any legendary skin recolors. That's odd. I kind of figured almost every character would. I kind of figured like every character would have at least one, or at least almost every character. Yeah, I don't have a lot of Engines legendaries. I don't play Engine all that much. I like Engine, but I don't know. I just like other. How long before Disney sues Beenox for copyright infringement? I know, right? What other colors we got? Dingo Dow. This is still my favorite Dingo Dow skin. The Rustland Dingo Dow. It looks so awesome. But I like these hazmat recolors from Dingo Dow. Alright, what does Polar have? What is this? Hunter Fisherman Polar. I don't know about the dark fur. It doesn't look quite right. I like the camo. I like the camo outfit, but I just can't help it. Maybe he should have like a different color fur. I mean, just saying. Marmalade Fisherman Polar. I don't know, it's kind of neat. I don't play Polar too much, but he's like, oh, the rainbow on his hat on this one, carrying Fisherman Polar. I haven't seen most of these yet, so I just thought I'd look at them before I start. Sorry that it's taking so long to get to actual races, but I just can't help but look at these. Purah, another character I don't really play that much, to be honest. Red Musketeer Purah. Nice. Pink Musketeer Purah, that also looks pretty neat. Golden Musketeer Purah. I think I like the pink one the most out of the recolors. Alright. Penta. Yeah, I already saw most of these. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? That looks kind of funny, actually. Makes me think of the Riddler. Red Warbler Penta Ninja. Lovebird Penta Ninja. Sandpiper Penta Ninja. Ripperoo. Penta Gentleman's great, yeah. I like Ripperoo. I haven't played as Ripperoo that much, but I do like him. I probably only haven't played as him that much because he hasn't been like a... He hasn't gotten like a bonus. He never got a bonus in any of the Grand Prix. So I didn't really have much of a reason to play him. Still haven't unlocked any of his legendary skins yet. Let's see what this is. Bedtime Ripperoo. That's pretty neat. I'm excited to see Komodo Joe and Pinstripe's recolors. I love Komodo Joe and Pinstripe, they're some of my favorite characters. Oh, looks like Papu didn't get anything. That's alright, at least he still has his pirate Papu skin. This is one of my favorite skins. Oh! He doesn't have a recolor. The first one of the Lost Duo to get in besides Sumo Papu Papu. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. Komodo Joe doesn't have a recolor. It's a shame, I love Komodo Joe. Oh well, at least I still have this wizard skin. I've been meaning to get this Komodo Khan skin. I have it on the PS4 version. I just never bought it on the Switch version somehow. Ooh, here's some recolors for Pinstripe. Let's see what we got here. Shamrock Gangster Pinstripe. Nice. Oh, it looks like he's got playing cards everywhere now. Outback Gangster Pinstripe. Nice. How about this one? Ooh, this is the one. I think this is the one I want. Negative Gangster Pinstripe. That looks awesome. Yeah, that's awesome that Pinstripe got some recolors. At least Pinstripe got recolors, especially since he hasn't had a new legendary skin since the launch of the game. This is the only legendary skin he's ever gotten. Alright, Fate Crash. Ooh, yes! Yes! Yes, they gave us recolors for Monster Fate Crash. Monster Fate Crash is my favorite Fate Crash skin. Oh, that's a Noir reference. How did I not get that initially? Oh, cool. Yes, I love Monster Fate Crash. It's my favorite Fate Crash skin. Oil Monster Fate Crash. Nice. Juiced Monster Fate Crash. Also very nice. Lava Monster Fate Crash. I want to get every single one of these. I don't even care. These all look great. Yes. Oh, so good. You will be mine soon enough. Alright. Oxide. Doesn't look like he has anything new. Oh well. Still got Hot Rod, and I still got Metalhead. These are some awesome skins. Some of my favorite Oxide skins. Still don't have the shower cap from Oxide. Maybe I should get that sometime. Alright. Nothing for end trophy, but I figured that. Kind of figured he probably wouldn't have anything. Especially since that's already kind of tricky to unlock him in the first place. I even got digital end trophy, yeah! But I already revealed that I got him a while back. Crunch. Oh, I forgot. Crunch has a... Oh, right. I forgot to show this. I forgot to show Cortex. I love the new robot Cortex skins. Beenox Robo Cortex. Very cool looking. And I love the other Robo skins too. Anime Robo Cortex. And Rusted Robo Cortex. Cortex is my favorite Crash Bandicoot character, by the way. There's a lot of characters I love, but Cortex is my favorite. Anyway, back to Crunch. Beenox Racer Crunch. He looks pretty cool. This is my favorite Crunch skin, though. It reminds me of the Doom guy. That's why it's my favorite. Glad I got this one. 24H Racer Crunch. Not bad. I think I like the outfit more than the color of his fur, but that's just me. Yeah, same here. I think I like the outfit more. Racer Le Crunch. But they look cool. I think the Beenox Racer Crunch is probably my favorite of those three. Alright, Crunk. He doesn't have anything. But I still have this, so I'm okay. Small Norm also doesn't have anything, but at least I still got Goblin Norm. Big Norm also nothing. Oh good. I still have Orc. This Kabuki skin is pretty cool looking though. Kinda hope I can get that someday. Ash also has nothing. I guess none of the... Well, actually... I do know... Dirtbike Crunch and Bulldog Zam BFFs. I got Arctic Nash, that's the only legendary skin I have for Nash. So... Okay, also... Oh, okay, so, Entrance does have a recolor. Chocolate Humpty Entrance. Nice. I don't play Entrance, but cool. Nice to see him have a recolor. Real Velo? You are not the real Velo, you are the fake Velo. I don't care if your name is real Velo, you're the fake. And you also don't have any recolors, so you're even more of a fake. Sorry, but I've never been that much of a fan of a Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Gary finally got a legendary skin. Yay! I already knew he got a new legendary skin, but it's still awesome that he finally got one. Yeah! Beenox Robot Gary. Now I have an excuse to play him. Alright. Sam. Sam get anything? I guess he didn't. Nah, he didn't. So it pretty much looks like the... He looks like RoboCop. He does. Looks like a blue and white RoboCop. I still like this Devil Dog skin for Zam. Pretty cool. So it looks like besides Geary, none of the Nitro Kart characters... Well, Crunch. Crunch got new skins. But besides Crunch and Geary, it looks like none of the Nitro Kart characters got new skins. Zan. Still got this caveman look. I like his caveman skin. It's pretty neat. Tana. Ah, of course Tana got something new. Oh! Gruntilda Tana. This is Gruntilda Tana. As far as I'm concerned, it's Gruntilda Tana. Yes! Or it's Wicked Witch of the West Tana if you're a Wizard of Oz fan. But I'm a Banjo-Kazooie fan, so I'm calling her Gruntilda Tana. Ooh, I want the skin. I want the skin, yeah! Even though Gruntilda's hair isn't purple, I'm pretty sure it's black. Oh well. Close enough. Pastel Witch Tana. Sorry, Pastel Witch Tana. Green Witch Tana. Ooh, that one actually doesn't look too bad, but this is the best. This is my favorite. I definitely want to get this sometime. Amy doesn't have anything new, but that's alright. She just came off of a new skin in the Grand Prix, so understandable she wouldn't have something new. Megumi also doesn't have anything new, but again, also understandable. This came from a Grand Prix where she did get a new skin. Liz, nothing too. Isabella, also nothing, but again, of course, it's fine. Baby Crash. That's right, I have his Monster PJ thing. Baby Coco's Monster PJ thing too. Baby T, also nothing new. Did Spyro get anything new? Oh, he didn't. Oh man. Well, that's okay. I mean, he did also come off just get a new skin, so no big deal. Would have been awesome if he did get some recolors, like of this skin. That would have been awesome. Get like a red version of this, or like a purple version of this. That'd be pretty cool. Hunter. He's got nothing new either. Nothing for Nasty Nork. Nothing for Mo. Nothing for Brio, but again, he just got a skin, so no big deal. Here's something. Nina. Pink Ragdoll Nina. Blue Ragdoll Nina. Purple Ragdoll Nina. Alright. Neat. I think Rustland Nina is still my favorite Nina skin. I like this pink mohawk. Not to mention the podium animation is awesome. That's what I love about the Rustland skins. All of them have awesome podium animations. Alright, how about Koala? Ooh, Koala Kong! And he even got... Ooh, he even got new recolors for his astronaut skin. Nice. Alright, Space Marine Kong. Beenox Astronaut Kong. What's up, Kirby? How you doing today? I'm just checking out the new update in Crash Team Racing that just came out today. Right now it's a bit slow because I'm just checking out all the new skins before we start racing for real. But we're about to start racing in a bit. I just wanted to check out all the skins. So, again, sorry for this taking so long, but just really wanted to check this out. I like this one, it's pretty cool. Beenox.com, probably my favorite one. Those Pasadena, nothing for her. Ebenezer, nothing for him. King Chicken, nothing for him, but he also got a new skin, so not bad. Rillaroo, also nothing for him. Well, nothing for him except a fixed design. Yeah. Nothing for her. Hasty, nothing for him. It's all good. Chick, nothing for him. I even got Rustland Chick. Yeah. And I got Rustland Stew as well. Oh yeah. I love Chick and Stew. I love that they got put in the game, and I love their personalities. They've become some of my favorite characters now. I just realized that Rillaroo laughing sounds like a bubble bass. Wait, let's see. It does kind of sound like it. Wait. Nope. Oh man. I wanted to hear it again, but whatever. No big deal. It did kind of sound like Bubble Bass's laugh though. Oh man, I wanted to get this new skin. It was in the pit stop for me, but then it left the pit stop. Oh, it looks so cool. And I love Megamix. He's one of my... I love that Megamix had added in. One of my favorite characters. And they made him so much better. I love the design. This is my favorite. This is by far my favorite new design. Like my favorite redesign of a Crash Bandicoot character that's ever happened. Well, okay, let me see. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. That's my favorite redesign. I love it. It's so good. Alright. Okay, nothing for Velo, but of course, that makes sense. Okay, finally. Let's just go to... Who should I be? I want to be one of the 4 new characters, but which one should I be? I'm gonna let y'all decide. I'll let y'all decide who... Y'all decide for me who I be. Out of these 4. Lab Assistant, Baby Cortex, Baby Entropy, and Fixed Rillaroo. The first plan is Fixed Rillaroo. Done. We'll do it. Also, I love how Fixed Rillaroo has brand new colors. He doesn't just have the same colors that the old Rillaroo has. He has brand new colors. That's great. They're sort of similar. Like this one's sort of similar to like one of Rillaboom's colors in a way, like his blue color. But other than that, they're all different. Oh, you busy Friday afternoon? Alright, we'll switch to Kart. We'll switch to Mario Kart later, Kirby. I was thinking of playing this, streaming this game both today and tomorrow, so I can grind for all the stuff. Grind for like trophies and the Beenox crates and whatnot. Alright, which kart should I choose? Should I choose the Cog, the Neon Hawk, or the Nitro GT? Actually, I want to choose the Nitro GT because I want to have wheels. Now which color? I guess do those other generic. Yeah, we'll switch in a bit. I mean, not in a bit. Oh, I don't know when to switch. Maybe 2 hours, possibly 2.5. Back in long time, it may be as obnoxious as Dingo Canyon, but at least I have a better idea of where the Beenox crate could be. Oh, well, good luck on that. I give you permission to help me with the Beenox crate locations if I have any trouble, buddy. Hey, Bezo! My good buddy Bezo, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. There's a really awesome update that just happened in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. We have new characters, new karts. New characters, new karts, new skins. This is a new character. This is sort of a new character. This is Fixed Rillaboom. Okay. Actually, I think I'll switch my decal. Oops. Okay. Let's go with... Yeah, sure, this one. That looks cool. Alright, time to search for those Beenox crates, finally. We spent a half hour of this just looking through all the different new stuff that this update has, and now we're finally actually going to do something. Sorry for the wait, y'all. Hope you're doing alright today, Mazo. I'm gonna have fun with this. Our first objective today is to look for all the Beenox crates. There's something called the, for those of you who weren't here earlier, I mentioned they have something called the Beenox crates in this game now. They're cleverly hidden on every single track in the game. And we have to collect them all. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're working, buddy, but just how life is sometimes. And once we collect all the Beenox crates, we can unlock a checkpoint crate as a playable character. Okay, is it this? Is that the Beenox crate? It is. There it is. Right too, I noticed you mentioned there was the Beenox crate on like a pirate ship. I figured that's what you meant. Because I know there were like 2 pirate ships. I'm like, wait a minute. Excuse me. Was it? I bet it's on the, I guess I'll see for myself, but I bet it's on that minecart shortcut. I'm sorry for having the CPUs on easy difficulty, by the way. I just, I want to get these crates while also, hold on. You said you don't have to win the race? You don't have to win the race in order to, like, get the Beenox crate? I mean, I think I'm gonna win this anyway, just so I can get a new skin for the roof. That's what I ask. I love these new wheels, by the way. I love the like blue flames and lightning that trails behind it. It's so cool looking. These new wheels are awesome and they're free. Yeah, green fix for the roof. You don't even need to complete the race. All you need to do is just break it, then you can quit. I'm just doing it in tandem with races to actually get skins. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too, just so I can get the skins. Because I wanna unlock skins for the new characters, especially the I looked at the lab assistant skins earlier. Those look great. I love the lab assistant skins. Both the regular skins that you get for winning races and the legendary skins for the lab assistant are awesome. I really want to get all of them. Alright, Mystery Caves. Let's see where it could be on this one. I think I remember you saying Mystery Caves was kind of tricky. So Kirby, when do you want me to switch to Mario Kart? I'm guessing maybe 2 hours? Or 2.5? I mean, I'd kind of like to get a lot of stuff done on this game too. Beenox knew they struck gold with the lab assistant day 1 and he already has 3 legendary skins. I know. And I love how they're all references to the series. Like, he has the knight skin from the medieval levels in Warped, and he has the lumberjack skin from the whatever type levels those were in Crash 2. I don't know what those were meant to be, but I know what it's from. And what was the other one? The Prince? Was that also from the medieval levels? Because I know he has the knight skin and he has the lumberjack skin. I forget the other one. And he has one that makes him look like Waldo. Alright, where could this one be? Where are you, Mr. Crate? I don't think I see it anywhere. Ooh, trying to look everywhere. Wait, was that? Oh, I thought I actually saw where it was. I'll have to see. Maybe in the third lap I can get it. I thought I might have seen it. I love these wheels, they're so cool. Alright, I think I saw where it was, and I hope I'm right. Oh, wait, yep, I see it. Yeah! Got it! Hooray! I would save and quit. But again, I want to get skins. I'll probably... nah, never mind. I might. Because I also have the PS4 version of this game, of course, and I wanna do this again for the PS4 version. I mean, I'm not gonna stream that. I'm gonna do that off screen. Streaming Switch games is easier for me. If I was streaming the PS4 version of this right now, my face would be like a lot farther away from my webcam. Guys coming along nicely, even with that issue inside Coliseum. Yeah, sorry about that. I meant to help you with that, but I was also trying to get ready for this and, you know, like update all the different, get the updates downloaded on both versions of the game I have and stuff. I like this. I like that they kind of I like that they added this in. It like it encourages exploration of the tracks in like a whole new way. I still managed to figure it out. It makes me like think of it makes me think of, you know, the platforming Crash Bandicoot games, like, you know, maybe even games like Twin Sanity that were more like open world that encouraged you to just explore everywhere. I remember you said the crate was on the shortcut on this one, so let's see if I can get that. It'll be in those words once Cocoa Park comes around. Well, I already know where it is from what you told me in the Discord, but that is pretty, and that is pretty dirty. That is pretty dirty where they put it. Maybe I will eat the words. But you know what? They shall be pretty tasty. At least I hope they're pretty tasty. So yeah, I'm gonna stream this today, and then later switch to Mario Kart like Kirby wants. Tomorrow I'll probably stream this again just to get any potential Beenox crates that I missed, as well as grind for the trophy bases, the trophy paint jobs. There's a trophy paint job. For those who don't know, there's trophy paint jobs that you get for beating all the cup races on all 3 difficulties. So, I think I'm gonna stream myself doing that. Oh! Okay, that's unfortunate. But that's alright. Sometimes I do it. Every so often I fail that. That's not so bad. A bit embarrassing that I failed that, but whatever. I could never make that shortcut back in the original CTR on PlayStation 1. I never made that shortcut in that version. That just looked too crazy to me. I have made the shortcut on this version way more times than I ever would on the original PS1. No, come on. Why is that not working? Oh man, I failed it twice in a row. Oh, I am so embarrassed. Well, I don't claim to be a pro at this. I haven't even beaten I haven't beaten all the Oxide times because I still have some bonus tracks left for Oxide times, but I've beaten all the Oxide times on the CTR and C and K tracks. It's not all the bonus tracks. I have beaten a few Velo tracks, but I don't think I can, I don't know, I don't think I'm skilled enough to beat the Velo time trials. There we go, okay. Now watch me miss the crate. Okay, hold on, where is it? There it is. Okay. Shoutouts to Grand Prix Nitro Fuel, but a sewer speedway shortcut was impossible. I think I did make it at least once or twice. I can't remember when they patched the shortcuts. I think it was in the back in time Grand Prix when they patched it. I guess? I don't know. I don't remember. I think I made it a few times. And I know this is probably, I'm probably going to be made fun of for, I'm probably going to be made fun of for having the CPUs on easy difficulty right now, but I just want to get all the Beenox crates and win at the same time, so that's why they're on easy. Because I can't beat the CPUs on hard difficulty. It's just, why really bother when I can? Why really bother finding these Beenox crates and winning at the same time harder than it needs to be? I still don't like how when I first got this game, I streamed me doing the adventure mode. I streamed it with like the classic rules on, where I could only be like one character. And I, for some reason, struggled so hard on the second Oxide race at the very end. Like, Oxide just seems so much trickier to me than he ever was before. At least on his second race. His first race isn't too bad, but his second race just seems crazy to me. I mean, that's when I first got this game. And I still don't like how frustrated I got with that. That was just not fun. I did eventually beat him, but only by making him like fall off the track at the like perfect moment. Other Skyways created a similar problem to Coco Park, but it's easier to start. Okay, we'll see about that then. Ruse Tubes, the racetrack that everybody likes to play online because it's so quick and easy. I don't blame him. I like this track. Oh man. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is it? Oh, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. That's kind of a jerk position to put it in. I figured it might be hidden like that after I spent the entire first lap not like seeing it at all. Okay. I'm way ahead of everybody, so look at that. What a place to put it. Actually, Coco Park is next. Oh boy. Change level. I think I can get all these Beenox crates today before I switch to Mario Kart, at the rate I'm going. I hope I can do that. I at least want to do that. Maybe start grinding for the trophy paint jobs as well. Oh, Slide Coliseum. Oh, never mind. Coco Park wasn't next. Slide Coliseum, duh. I forgot about these two tracks. Somehow. I just had a thought. I wonder if there's a Beenox crate on the Retro Stadium track on the PS4 version. And if it's like in the same exact spot that it is on the Turbo track. We gotta do extra work for the PS4 version. Alright, I think I remember y'all saying it was behind the first set of tires here. I wonder if I can actually see the box during this cutscene here. Don't look like it. Oh, I see it, I see it. There we go. Alright, and I can easily make it back to first place. Oh, I forgot. I just remembered they also had an update where you can actually listen to like racetrack music in the main menu now. It was the first set. I wasn't the one who wrote them. Yep. These wheels are still so cool looking. I expected these to not have like a trail following behind them, but they actually do, and it's just so cool. It's both flames and lightning. So good. I heard the Turbo Track one is a bit tricky though. I'll have to see about that. That's a weird noise. A weird Rillaroo noise. I broke a golden Wampa Crown on Cortex Castle and the game crashed. Oh man, sorry about that. Are you playing on the PS4 or Switch? I know your name is Red in the Discord, so you must have the Switch version. But I thought you also have the. Oh, also, yeah, you do. Yeah, you have both of them. Because I think we're friends on both PS4 and Switch. Or maybe I know Riley's friends on Switch. Okay, fair enough. Switch. Alright, cool. Well, let's see if I pick up a golden Wampa crate in one of these, and we'll see if the game crashes then. We can share the experience. Don't know if y'all noticed, but I've been using Drift. I'm a Drift main. BTW. I like Drift. It's my favorite class. All the other classes just don't feel. Oh, you don't have a PS4? Oh, I thought you did have a PS4. Okay, never mind. Maybe I was thinking of somebody else then. You haven't had a PS console since PS2 and PSP. I love the PS2. It's a classic. Wish I could still play it. At least I can still play my Nintendo 64. Alright. Turbo Track, Chicken Stew. Yeah. That cameo long before they became playable characters. Oh yeah. Probably Miss Dan. Because I know he has both. Or maybe I was thinking of Rillar Huss, because he also has both versions. I've never done this U-turn effectively, or as effectively as I could. Where is it? Nope, not there. I'm like trying to see if I see it, like out in the distance. Yay, Kirby, you finished lunch. Nice. Hope you had a good lunch. Trying to see where it could be. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, you know what? I'll just go ahead and get it now. It's alright, Uka. I know what I'm doing. And I'm still in the lead, even after turning around like that. Okay. Well, how about that then? Well. And me and Ruby were just talking about game crashes too in this game, and then my game crashed. How about that? Activision present. I'm gonna call you Ruby for now. All right. Let's see if. Well, I hope that Beenox crate at least saved. At least not crashed later. It's too bad it doesn't look like they give you a tally. Yeah, you didn't crash until... Alright, I'm gonna check to see if I did get that crate. Well, it looks like my progress got saved because I only have to win 5 more races. It's fixed for the roof. I guess. Sure. I can do that. I hope I can get most of these Beenox crates done by then. If not all of them. I would say I went 30 minutes, but I said it'd be nice a little. Alright. Wait a minute. Yeah, I missed the gold mamba. Checking to make sure I got this. Yeah, it looks like I got it. Alright, so at least it crashed after I got the Beenox crate. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the next track to save time. We shall brainwash me so I only play CTL forever. Alright, Coco Park. Oh boy. Oh, this track, I've heard horror stories. You can't do that, I got more games. But I can. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No. Yes. Oh boy. The noise that did. The noise is that little weird. Yeah, I heard it's actually in the water. Where is it? Wait. Did I see it? Oh, man. I don't even know. I don't think I saw it. Where is it? Well, I thought you mentioned it was in the... I just thought you mentioned it was in the water. How could that be possible, though? Body of water by the edge. Well, I just won the race, so I could like get the extra win, but I'm gonna try again. Now that I've actually won the race, I'm just gonna try and look for it. By the edge. Oh, I see it. Oh. That is a really... I think I got it. That is a really cheap place to put it. Oh. CTR goes to secret hiding spot. Exactly. How in the world would you find that on your own? Nobody ever thinks to like go and like actively fall in that lake there. That's like the easiest hazard to avoid. Oh, if you see the loading box in the corner, you got it. Whoops, wrong mode. Alright, Tiger Temple. As I did. Yeah. Well, then a medical pick to find recruits for his army. And I have Tiny as my general. Because I would, if I had any army, I would have Tiny as my general, now and forever. Tiny general, Tiny squash tootie cars. Okay, Tiger Temple, don't be so crazy with your box placement, please. Wait, did I call you Tiny Temple or Tiger Temple? I'm so confused. Hey, is that stuff I hear? Say goodnight. Say goodnight. Wait. I thought I just saw it. Like out of the corner of my eye. Let's see if it's in the shortcuts. I figured it out. But I thought I saw it. That's where I think it is. I like this track. This is actually another track I really like. Yeah, there it is. I thought it was around here somewhere. I thought I just saw like a glimpse of it on my first lap. Like, wait a minute. You gotta start tying those for these things. Oh man, I didn't throw the thing at the shortcut. If the game crashes on me while I'm doing this, it crashes on me. At the very least, I hope it crashes on me after I get the Beenox crate. I shouldn't say that because it'll probably crash on me again. I prefer for it to not crash, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. After the craziness that was the Cocoa Park Beenox crate, at least the Tiger Temple one isn't as bad. I wonder if people will like make top 5 or top 10 lists on like the hardest Beenox crates. About like the hardest Beenox crates to find. Like I bet Wampa Lewis could do something like that. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. I'm watching his vids lately. He did a series of videos where he did all the velo time trials. Those were crazy. The out of time velo time trial took him like 70 something tries. Checkpoint crate is killing his brother. I must kill all of my kind in order to be reborn. I love Mega Mix Left. Oh boy. This ought to be interesting. One dead Kirby fan in the call in drops a handful of spaghetti that CTR stole from Mario Kart and the dead clone of a pooper. What else did it drop? Dead clone of a blooper, a cup of lemonade, and a bucket of lava. What crazy ingredients. This one's not that bad. Alright. The time trial on this, the time trial of this is kind of crazy though, because like the, you know how you like go around in that big, when you go around the big circle at the beginning and then you can like jump off the track to like get those time crates and then you just go back back through the circle again. Whew. I still wonder if you can actually see the Beenox crate during the cutscenes. I think it is. Oh, I don't know. Whoa, I actually almost didn't make that. Oh, fancy. Ooh. I thought I might get eaten there. Okay, is it here maybe? Aha! That really wasn't hard at all. Whoa, looks like the game's kind of lagging. Oh. I don't know if that's the stream or if that's the game itself. I apologize for that. I'm pretty sure y'all noticed that. Because I noticed that, so... Oh, man. That's crazy. I apologize for that lag. I don't know if it was the stream or if it was the game. I kind of think it might be the game, but maybe it could be the stream. It might have just been because the game's like saving the Beenox crate or something. At the Nitro Fuel Battlefield. Is this another story I'm gonna have to highlight for you, Kirby? Time to demolish you once and for all. This is what Kirby's known for on my Twitch channel, Ruby. He's known for being very good at Mario Kart and Mario Party and for making up these crazy stories in the chat. We will see. Okay, next up, Dingo Canyon, and I heard you told me this one was a pain. Or at least, I guess you already weren't that much of a fan of this track to begin with, so...
Oh, wait, I remember what you said it was.
Yeah, I like this. I like this new version of Rillaroo better. The fixed version better. He looks better.
I didn't have that much of a problem with the old Rillaroo design, but it's nice that they fixed it.
Made it more like his Crash Bash design.
I get why people didn't like his old design that much. I mean, it didn't look the best, but I didn't, you know, like despise it or anything.
Second hardest crate so far behind Coco Park, and I already hate this stage. That looks like a Proton John. That looks like Proton John on that emote there. Okay, let's see now. I don't think I've actually been on this track in quite a while. I don't see this track pop up too much online. I remember when I first played this game and I first streamed it, the CTR challenge gave me a lot of trouble. Yep, that's John. Almost forgot the PRG coming through. Yep. I like PRG. Did I get it? I don't know if I got it. You said it was behind the waterfall. I don't know if I got it or not. I'm at least still ahead of everybody else. I don't know if you saw like the Okay, I guess I did get it because I saw the crate there. And oh man. That's crazy. It's another crazy spot. I don't think that's as bad as the Coco Park, where the Coco Park one is though. The Coco Park just seems like, you know, why would you even think to do that? Like I bet most players would probably try to go behind the waterfall. Especially with how some of these crates are. They're more likely to check behind the waterfall than they are behind the, like where that lake is in Coco Park. That's just my opinion at least. But I understand why you don't like this track for that. Bring back your sister city off of the
Alright, next. How many more races do I have until I unlock the next Rillaroo skin? It shouldn't be that much. Shouldn't be that much left. Overpass. Wait, did I get second? Oh. Oh, never mind. It's the other Rillaroo. Duh. I know that, stupid glitch online where you, get first place or something, or you, get a higher place, but then it, kicks you down to a lower place. It's so stupid. How many more races do I got here? Oh, one more race and then I get another skin. Okay, cool. I did pick, okay, I did pick Fall Pass. Okay, let's see what this one's about. You coming with me? Who is even Clarissa? Clarissa. CTR into a lava pit, throw CTR into the lava pit. We killed CTR, no! Overpass. I should check behind myself before the race starts just to see if it's there. Oh, dang it. I know I can make that. I've made it before. I only just started to make it. I couldn't make it for the longest time, and I only just started to make it a few weeks ago. That was the issue with Inferno Island. It's as fast as the track in the original CNK. That's it. There it is. There it is. I'll get on the second lap. I figured they'd probably do something like that. Oh man. Let's see if I can get that shortcut this time. Probably not. Not with this attitude. Oh, I missed the jump. I tried to jump. I didn't jump. That's why I missed it. Now I can do it. I've done it before. It took me a while, but I have managed to do it. On a couple of occasions. I've even done it in online races. That second shortcut used to be so much harder for me back on the original CTR. Like, that's one thing I love about this game. It's actually made me get better at CTR. I'm like way better at this than I was at the old CTR. But again, I'm still not a pro player, of course. I do not consider myself a pro player. I just consider myself a better player than past me was. Oh, I didn't do it right. I was too far to the left. Well, unfortunately, I didn't make the shortcut all three times, but oh well. Almost didn't make that one that time. Let's all go to Firehouse Subs. I actually have never been to Firehouse Subs, to be honest. Pink fix with He's still alive. Alright. I bet Blizzard Bluff might... I have a pretty good idea of where Blizzard Bluff's Beenox crate might be. I think Blizzard Bluff is next. Or maybe Tiny Arena is next. Nope, no, Tiny Arena is next. Oh, actually, Blizzard Bluff is last. Okay. Tiny Arena. I don't really have much of an idea of where the crate could be here. But we'll just see. Oh, I like how he has bananas on his pants. This is one of my favorite tracks, by the way. I love Tiny Arena. It's super long and it has tight turns, but it's one of my favorite tracks. Lava army members to kill my army. Alright. I don't have any clue where they could put the Beenox crate on this track, but we'll just have to see. Ah, yes, one of my favorites. I love the look of this. I love that tiny statue. I love that hologram of Tiny with his electric guitar. So good. I love how that hologram has a guitar solo every time you pass the finish line. The end. And yes, this will be a story. Okay then. What is it called then? I think I missed the title. I just realized I'm going through this really fast. I should actually be going a bit slower so I can actually see where the it could be. Wait, was that it? I don't know. I think I saw it. I thought I saw a Beenox logo in the back there. We'll just see. Go on, huh? Okay, if it's where I think it is. Should be able to get all of Rilla Root skins just by winning all these races, because there's like 40 tracks. And you already have to win like how many races? 26. You have to win like 26 races to unlock every skin member. Wait, there it is. I thought that's where it was. It's even buried in the mud. That's funny. It's not like straight at all. It's like tipped over and buried in the mud. I like that. Nice. Another reason why this is one of my favorite tracks. I love this music. Probably one of the easiest ones. Yeah. That's fun. That's so funny how it was buried in the mud a bit. It wasn't standing up straight like all the others. It was just like. Yeah, rock that guitar, Tiny. Oh, I'm I really want those General Tiny skins. I really hope those become available for me in the pit stop soon. I want to get those so bad. I want to get all 3 of them. Because they all look so good. Tiny gets like the best skins in this game. In my opinion. Well, he has the most awesome skins. I mean, not all of his skins are, you know, 10 out of 10, but in my opinion, he has the best quality in his quantity. Ow. But that makes any sense. He has the most best skins, I should say, I guess. Is it Minecraft in the meantime? Alright, Kirby, enjoy Minecraft. Let me guess you want to do some races and you want to do like a cops and robbers thing, like always, don't you? Give it, Kirby. There we go. Now it looks like the challenges are actually working. Holy head. Well, since the challenges are working, maybe I should look into mirror mode a bit. Beenox Great Dragon Mines is not where you think it is. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I was tempted to put mirror mode on just so I can complete that win a race in mirror mode challenge, but I think I'll just keep the tracks as is for now. I wouldn't put it past them to put the crate on the that mine shortcut, but it doesn't sound like it's there. But I have another idea on where it could be. This is also a racetrack I don't see very often online. Dragon Mines. It almost never gets picked. It's like this track and Dingo Canyon are like the 2 least popular tracks, apparently. I mean, I'm not that much of a fan of this track, but I don't hate it. There's not a track in this game that I hate. I mean, sure, there are some frustrating things about certain tracks, like the fans and deep sea driving, but besides that, I don't really hate that track. More lenient. Dragon Mines as of late. Nice. Alright, this is where I think it is. No! Not where I thought it was. Okay. Unless it was there and I just missed it. I like wasn't looking hard enough. Apparently the checkpoint crate was made a playable character because it was a meme in the Reddit community. That's funny. Last lap. Don't really have an idea where it can be. I don't. Wait, was that it? Oh, that's hot. Oh, there it is. Okay. How long before we get Arma Lizzo as a playable character? For being a meme in the Twitter community. You know, at this rate, I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
since we're getting a... Yeah, once I found where it was, pretty simple. Like I thought it might be, because I had a thought it might be hidden behind like that water, a little waterfall there. Splat. Really go splat. Alright, Blizzard Bluff. I think I have a few ideas on where the crate could be. This one. Ring rally. It's crucial to maintain your speed where there are no rings around. Checking to see if it was there. Maybe it's... Polo pass and Blizzard Buffs, some of your favorite packs? Nice. There it is. Yeah, I like these tracks. I mean, I'll admit, I guess I'm not the biggest fan of this track since this track was kind of a pain for me to unlock the Beenox Ghost on. I mean, it didn't take me forever, but it was one of the harder. Oh no! I don't think I'm gonna miss. Nope, I missed up the on that one. But I do like it. It took me a long time to figure out how to do that shortcut there. I still don't really know the way to do that fence shortcut either. I only did the fence shortcut once, and it was for a trophy in the PS4 version. But yeah, I think I like it, and I also like Polar Pass. It's pretty cool too. No pun intended. I guess we can at least, we'll at least get the CTR tracks done before Kirby says it's time to go to Mario Kart. Oh, there's Skyway. He said this one was pretty tricky, although not as tricky as Coco Park. Hot Air Skyway, what used to be the Rainbow Road of this game, but that has since been taken over by Drive-Thru Danger. Because Drive-Thru Danger is actually in space, and it has even tougher turns than this track does. And probably maybe even less rails, too. You're already on Clockwork Wampa. Nice. I want to get as many done. I want to get as many done as possible.
if I don't get it done before Kirby says it's time to go to Mario Kart, then I'll do the rest tomorrow for the start of the stream, and then do like trophy race grinding for the rest of that stream. Then tomorrow will be trophy race paint job grinding for my stream, as well as Beenox crates part 2 if I don't get them all today. Oops. Too tight. I love the song. Although if I'm gonna be honest, I think I actually like the original version of this song more than this remix. I think it's catchier. I thought I saw the Beenox crate. Maybe we'll do that one. Well, I'll do that one like that. That's what I think it is. This is another one of my favorite tracks, actually. Oh man, how did I lose Blue Fire? Thought I was doing pretty well there. There it is. Got it. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, not as bad as Cocoa Park. They force you to jump off the edge, but that's all without them good. Actually, I wonder if you can even get these online. What if you could get these Beenox crates while racing online? That'd be pretty crazy. I don't know if you can get these in time trials. Oops. Doesn't seem like you can get them in time trials, but I don't know, they don't know. You know what? I might go as far as to say, like, even with all the Grand Prix, this might be the best update that this game has gotten so far. Like, I might rank this higher than the Grand Prix in terms of updates. It's so good, like all the stuff they've added. They had these Beenox crates, they had the developer time trials, they had the new carts and the paint jobs and wheels. And they had these characters. These baby and Trophy and Baby Cortex. A lab assistant. So good. I guess we'll get more. I mean, if they end it right here, by all means. If they end the updates right here, that's fine with me. I don't care if we don't get anybody else now. As long as it don't crash Cortex Castle like that bad. Hey, Boss Firebolt, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Today we're starting with Crash Team Racing Nitro Field. An awesome update to the game just got released today. I'm doing good. Glad to see you're chilling. In about, in about 20 minutes we're gonna switch over to
Mario Kart, because Kirby fan likes Mario Kart. He wants that. Yeah. Actually, I would love if Ripto was added to this game. Yeah, Kirby fan requested Mario Kart, so we'll switch over to Mario Kart in about 20 minutes. Until it says time to switch, I'm just gonna keep playing this. Also, I'm gonna stream this more tomorrow because I'm pretty sure at this point I'm not going to get all the Beenox crates before I switch over to Mario Kart. So tomorrow will be another Crash Team Racing Nitro Field stream where I get the rest of the Beenox crates and start grinding for the trophy paint jobs, where I beat all the cup races on every difficulty. Get all the paint jobs on that. Okay, I don't know where the crate could be. I missed it somewhere. Is it? Oh, nope, not there. So, Boss Fire, what I'm doing here is with this update, Beenox added something called Beenox crates, where there's a Beenox crate in each racetrack that's very, very well hidden, and every time we break a Beenox crate, we get one step closer to unlocking a brand new character. Once we break all the Beenox crates on every single racetrack, we get a new character unlocked, which is actually, we're going to be able to play as a checkpoint crate. It's an iron checkpoint crate. Also, I have no idea what this is. Alright then. Well, Mango Fire just activated the Bowser voice for 10 minutes. Talk like Bowser for 10 minutes. Talk like my Bowser voice. Yeah, there we go. 155. My heart in the Lord, what a voice. Thank you for that. And hey, if you guys get annoyed with this, feel free to tell me to stop. I mean, I know this is not for everybody. Yeah, if you're not talking that much, that's really cool. Thank you. I need to restart because I have no idea where this is, and I'm pretty sure I missed it. Okay, let's try and find it this time. Thank you very much for the bits here, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 20 bits. Really appreciate it. Oh, I'm trying to see where it could be. I wonder if I should go back and forth between my Voldemort voice and Bowser voice, and Ruby just redeemed the points for the Voldemort voice a bit ago. I don't know about my Voldemort voice, actually. I think it's kind of, might need a bit of work. Maybe not as spot on. Oh, where is this thing? Where is it? Where the crate? Where the crate? Oh boy. Well, I don't know where this one is.
Where's the Beenox crate here? Kind of at a loss here. I don't see it anywhere. Out of the way. Out of the way, but nasty little orc. Where is the crate? Jeez. I don't know where the crate is. Also, I just accidentally spit on my computer a bit. Oops. Oh. I have kind of an idea of where the crate would be. We'll just have to see which way I think it is. I have one more idea. Oh, I thought it might be behind these plates here, but there's gates blocking it. Did I even get it? I don't know if I got it. And I'm pretty sure I didn't. Well, I'll at least go through it a bit more. Get scroll girls, huh? Oh, I just noticed that angel crash on the bottom there. I've never seen that before. That's funny. Oh. This is a better game. Hey Ruby, if you're still here, actually Martin needs your help locating this, locating this Beenox crate here. Sound plaque is your crate. Sound plaque is your crate. Play Animal Crossing. That's why I call it a sound plaque, apparently. Sound plaque on sound plaque. At this game, but you're not good at it. That's alright. I feel like this game is one of those easy to play, difficult to master kind of games. I always like games like that. Come on, where's this thing? Where is this thing? Unless I already got it and I missed the fact that I got it. Yeah. You can go ahead and tell me. I don't really care. I mean, because I don't know anymore. Oh. Thank you. Thanks for that. I mean, to be fair, the CPU is on easy right now, but they're all on easy, so I can make the races easier to win when I hit the crate. Find the crate. Second to last step with the bumper crate. Skill. I thought it might be on the steps. Okay, here we go. There. There it is. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're almost at the end of the race. Might as well finish it. I was tempted to just quit the race right then and there, but we're on the final lap, so we might as well finish it. Well, that's where I remember you when we become famous. It might actually take a while for me to become famous, but I will remember you. I'm pretty sure I will. Don't you worry. Not too long. Yeah, Kirby soon. I'm a little bummed that I gotta... Yeah. I mean, I like Mario Kart, but I'm a little bummed about switching from this to that. To be perfectly honest. Because I kind of prefer this game over Mario Kart. But I still love Mario Kart. Alright, engine lab, see where this one is. I do get mixed up with the controls when I go back and forth between this game and Mario Kart, because B button is accelerate in CTR, A button is accelerate for Mario Kart, so I get that mixed up all the time. But if I got CTR, the same what happened to me. Alright, when did, I think we're about done with the, we're about done with the Bowser voice here, but then we gotta switch to the Voldemort voice, because Ruby redeemed that. Skullgirls with Smash. Skull is so much harder to Smash. I imagine it is. Alright, let's see where this one is. Oh. I don't even know. I kind of, to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of trying to see if I can hold on to this blue fire for the entire race instead of looking for the Beenox crate, because I've never done this before. I think I saw it. I think I saw the Beenox crate. Oh. 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 Oh, I failed. Well, I'm hearing my Voldemort voice now. I tried to see if I could hold on to blue fire for that entire race, because I've never done it before. That is, I will say though, that is the longest I have ever held on to blue fire on this track, so I am quite happy with that. Okay, now to look for the stuff. I didn't actually really look for the, I didn't actually look for the track there. The crate there, the Beenox crate. Alright, now we'll look for it. That time I was just practicing Blue Fly on that track. 1 in engine labs is not time. Oh, well now it is. Oh. Oh no. Nope. Oh. Let's see where it could be. I think I saw it. I think I saw it. Ooh. Yeah, that's close. Whoop. That's what I get for driving backwards. I thought it might be there. I thought it might be there. What else could it be? Do I have to like fall off one of those edges there at that one part before that second ramp? I mean that third ramp. I feel like that's what I might have to do. Oh, that hurt again. Oh, that also hurt. Practicing race without smart speeding. After that before the boost ramp heading to the speed tunnel. Ooh. Okay then. Did I ever get the Wampa crate? I don't even know if I did. Once, not twice, but 3 times! Okay, I did get them. I did get the golden Wampa. Alright, one more try. Snap, I guess it is time. Hey, Kirby, if this is alright with you, I'm thinking of, one more racetrack after this and then going to Mario Kart. Yeah. Whoa, no, hold on. Oh! Yes, I'm doing a voice impression. I'm doing my Voldemort voice. On a related note, excuse me? Why is that there? Oh! Alright, I missed it. I'm trying to get this Beenox crate, buddy. Yeah, this is on Switch. It is on Switch. I'm doing my Voldemort voice because Ruby redeemed it. Yeah. I'm kind of slipping out of the voice every so often, though. And it definitely is on Switch. You'll see right there. That is a Switch menu. Alright. I want to do at least this track, Kirby, before we go to Mario Kart, because after this, all the CTR tracks will be done, and all that will be left will be C and K and the bonus tracks, which I'll probably do the next time. Maybe tomorrow I'll probably look for all the Beenox crates there, and then start the cup race trophy races to grind for the trophy race paint jobs. I'll show you all what I mean after this. Also, 2 more minutes of the Voldemort voice. It's a bit inconsistent. I hope y'all don't mind, and if this Voldemort voice annoys you all, please feel free to make me stop. Here are the Whopper coins. Wait. Not annoying. Well, you do whatever you want, boss fire. Excuse me. You know who is so rude. Alright, Darkside Station, the final CTR track. Let us see how this goes. I don't know about... Wait. Oh, maybe I saw it. I don't know if I saw it. Maybe I did. Like, look, I'm putting the camera behind me so I can like try and find it. Try and find the left crate. So I can like be here. No? I don't think of many hiding places for the Beenox crate here. Okay, I think that's I think that was the 10 minutes for normally. Anyway. Okay. Beenox. Page, where art thou on this track? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh, go away. Oh, aha. So Hunter and that's Steve. I almost called him Chick, but it's Steve. Get right back in the lead, no problem. That is an incredibly weird place for that engine, Beenox crate though. Like, I actually think that could be just as bad as the Cocoa Park Beenox crate. Cause why would you ever think to like go over there? It's a question mark for it, at least the Oxide Station. I almost actually started doing my Voldemort voice again. But at least the Oxide Station, Beenox crate wasn't too bad. Yep, after this race. Okay, so that'll be that's part 1 of the Beenox crates done. I actually think if I wasn't switching to Mario Kart, I probably could get all these Beenox crates today. But Kirby wants the Mario Kart, and he's not going to be here tomorrow, so I don't want to disappoint him on that. Basically, we got all the Beenox crates left are all the Nitro Kart tracks, all these, and then all the bonus kart tracks. Bonus kart tracks. Crash bonus kart. That's the next Crash racing game. Crash bonus kart. CBK. Alright. See you later, Ruby. Thanks for the tips on the Beenox crates. Maybe hope you can stay tuned tomorrow for part 2 of the Beenox crates, as well as grinding for the trophy race stuff. And thanks again for the follow. You followed me just before the stream started. Thank you very much for that. Alright. So before I switch to Mario Kart, I just want to show y'all who weren't here earlier what all they added into this game. We have Fixed Rillaroo, the character I've been using this whole time. People didn't. This is the old Rillaroo that they added in this game back in the Winter Festival Grand Prix. A lot of fans didn't really like his design, and I don't really blame them, but I don't think this design is that bad, but this is definitely a lot better. I like this design a lot more. This is the old Rillaroo design. This is the new one. I do like how they kept the, yes, I do have all the characters. Let's see, I think this is, I think we're up to 55 now, actually. Yeah, I do like how they kept the old Rillaroo in. Like, they could have just replaced the old Rillaroo entirely, but they still have old Rillaroo in here. And then new Rillaroo. How many more races? 6 more. Okay. And these are the three new characters the other 3 characters they just added into this game today. It's Lab Assistant. I love the addition of this Lab Assistant guy. And I love all his skins. Look at this. Hacker Lab Assistant. Nice Lab Assistant. That might be my least favorite one. And now the Traveler Lab Assistant, who looks like he's dressed like Waldo. And he's got legendary skins too. He's got the Knight skin, a Lumberjack skin, and the Prince skin. These are all references to outfits that these lab assistants are like old school Crash Bandicoot enemies. They're in a way kind of like the Koopa Troop. They're like Crash Bandicoot what Koopa Troopas are to Mario, pretty much. Or even Hammer Bros. Probably more like Hammer Bros. Because lab assistants tend to be like Hammer Bros sometimes. I was gonna say lab assistants are like the Goombas of Crash Bandicoot, but that's not entirely true. They're probably more like Hammer Bros. And this is Baby Cortex from the 100% ending to Crash Bandicoot Warped. A baby character that actually makes sense to be in this game, since we've seen this one before. And we have Baby In Trophy. Another character from the 100% ending of Crash Bandicoot Warped. When they were like sucked at the end of Crash Bandicoot Warped, when you got all the relics and everything, Cortex and N-Trophy and Uka Uka got sucked into the time machine, and Cortex and N-Trophy got turned into babies, and they were fighting over Uka Uka. That's what this is a reference to. And of course we got Mega Mix and all that. And another cool thing they added is they've just put those babies behind the wheel of a car. By me with Bitty Buggy as your wheels and Animal Crossing glider. Alright. Sounds good, Kirby. The size of him. Yeah, Mega Mix. I love Mega Mix. And yeah, Tiny. I wanted to show Tiny these so another thing they added with this update was they recolored the legendary skins. Well, not they did some recolors for legendary skins. Like this is the original General Tiny that I don't have. I don't have this right now. I haven't bought it yet. But what they did was they added some recolors to certain legendary skins. Like here we go, the Black General Tiny, which I love. I love these recolors. These are probably my favorite legendary skin recolors in the game. I love like the colors, and I love the logos on the logos on his back. Oh, they look so good. I want them all. This looks like, now that I think about it, this is basically Bison Tiny. It's Bison from Street Fighter. I just realized that this is basically M Bison Tiny. Now I really want this skin. That's great. Alright. Here's one that I have. Oh, here's yeah. This is a color that I have. It is truly amazing. Here's another one that I want. I want this I want to unlock this color. Negative Gangster Pinstripe. That is truly amazing. That's clean. I agree. Yeah. This is the one I want out of the three. I love Pinstripe. Pinstripe's another one of my favorite characters. And here's another one that I really want. Oops, wrong one. This one. Over here. Yes. I like to call this Gruntilda Witch Tana. She's called Black Velvet Witch Tana, but I call her Gruntilda Witch Tana. Yes, Nasty Nork is in this game. Right there. This is probably my favorite Nasty Nork skin. Put Klungo in here. I think this is close enough. Yeah, here's Hunter. Okay. And I have all the skins unlocked. I love Spyro too. Yes, here's Spyro himself. I have too many channel points.
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I grew up with Spyro as well. I especially grew up with Spyro 2. Spyro 2 is my favorite Spyro game, by far. I love Spyro 2. One of my favorite games ever. Winter Guardian Spyro and Space Spyro.
Okay, so you played Year of the Dragon, Spyro 2, and Hero's Tale. And something else. Nice. Okay, so here I can buy more stuff. But I'm gonna wait for the GameCube. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting, Kirby, but we're finally gonna switch to Mario Kart now. I just wanted to show a few things to Bossfire and Mazo since they weren't here before. Wanted to show them what's new. So tomorrow I'm gonna come back to this game and I'm gonna get the rest of the Beenox crates as well as start. Hold on, actually one more thing I want to show. The cup races. We have a new feature where if I beat all of these cups on every difficulty, I get a new paint job. So if I beat all the cups on easy, I get a bronze paint job. If I beat all the cups on medium, I get a silver paint job. If I beat all the cups on hard, I get a gold paint job. So I'm gonna start doing that tomorrow after I get the Beenox crates. I'll do that for a stream tomorrow. Speaking of which, here they are. Trophy bronze, trophy silver, trophy gold. That will be my goal for tomorrow. Start working to get those. It may take more than one stream, especially since I'm gonna start with Beenox Crates Part 2 tomorrow, but that is one thing I definitely want to do with this game, because even though the Grand Prix are over, they're still adding more stuff into this game, and I love Beenox for that. I already love them for bringing this game back, but yeah. So, yep, tomorrow CTR again. Tomorrow's stream, CTR, Beenox Crates Part 2, and trophy paint job grinding. But now, it's finally time for Mario Kart. I'm gonna change the title a bit here and change the game. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Change the title a bit. And changing the game. There we go. And you're welcome for showing you this stuff, Bossfire. Alright. Now let's switch to Mario Kart. I'm thinking it'll probably take me... Excuse me. I'm thinking it'll... take me like maybe 2, possibly 3 streams to beat all those cups on every difficulty, because I want to do that for a stream. I think that'd be really fun. I'm gonna start that tomorrow. All right, where's here we go. Where are you? Mario Kart, where are you? Is that you? It's a bit tricky to get this out. Oh, nope, that's Luigi's Mansion 3. Wrong game. Where are you? That's not it. It's Doom. There you are. Found it. Sorry for the delay, Kirby, but here we are in Mario Kart.
Mario Kart! Hey!
Do-do-do-do-do-do. By me, did... Hey, Kirby, by me, did you want me to use my Waluigi me? I assume you did. Bitty Buggy is your wheels and Animal Crossing glider. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I made that Waluigi me myself. Okay, where's the bitty buggy? Bitty buggy, where are you? There you are. Your wheels. These the ones? Or is there another one? No, that's it. We did a regional race and got third. Nice. Here we go. And the Animal Crossing glider. Not a whole lot of speed here. A lot of acceleration though. Alright, did you want to do the Renegade Roundup first, or the, You want to race first? Prepare for sharp turns. Renegade Roundup first or race? Races always come first. Alright. Okay. Alright, CPU like always. How many races? Settings will stay the same. 12. Alright. Yeah, me and Kirby like to do this thing where we play 150cc races, hard difficulty CPUs, 12 races, and then we do like 8 or 12 rounds of Renegade Roundup. Because Renegade Roundups is his favorite on battle mode. Although, me personally, I always prefer races. Alright, I gotta remember A button is accelerate. Double check to make sure. Yep, I did. And still no dark frames. I'm still super happy about that Crash Team Racing update. I'm so glad we got an update like that. Can't wait to stream that some more tomorrow. That'll be fun. Find the rest of the Beenox crates and get those trophy races going. Whoa! Oh. Not the best
Kart player, to be perfectly honest. But then again, this might be a bit of a controversial statement, but I feel like CTR is a bit more skill-based than Mario Kart is. Because with Mario Kart, there's always like, there's always, you know, items. I mean, both games have items, but Mario Kart's a lot more RNG with its items, I feel like. CTR is more technical. Yeah, and I think like the AI is more rubber band in this game than CTR. Like I've heard some things about CTR having rubber band AI, but I tend to not have as much problem with the AI on CTR as I do this game. Like the AI always finds a way to catch up, and they always do it with like lightning bolts and blue shells. Oh, like that. Mario Kart is for less experienced players in my eyes. True. I mean, I still love Mario Kart, even with this stuff that I'm pointing out. Like, I've played Mario Kart for years, and I love it, but I think I do like CTR just a bit more. Not to mention I love Crash Bandicoot more than Mario already, anyway. Crash is in my... Whoa! Crash is in my top 4 of favorite video game franchises easily. At least in the top 4, probably top 2. Waluigi #1. Even though I'm not the actual Waluigi. Both games are amazing. Yes, indeed, they are. One thing I really hope happens is I grew up on Mario Kart as well. I had Mario Kart back on the Nintendo 64. That was like a game I played for hours back then. Well, I'll still play it. It has been a while since I played it, but I'll still play it. Mario Kart 64. Kirby's back to changing his name to message me. Started with N64 and Double Dash. I unfortunately didn't have a GameCube. I ended up skipping the GameCube. I don't know why, but it just ended up happening. I tend to go in a pattern with Nintendo somehow. Like I had an N64, but I didn't have a GameCube. I have a Wii, but I didn't have a Wii U, and now I have a Switch. So whatever Nintendo puts out next, I might not buy it. I might skip that one too. N64 was my first console. I am a bit sad that I didn't have a GameCube back then, because I missed out on a lot of good games. I missed out on Melee, I missed out on Double Dash, I missed out on Sunshine. I'm like counting all the Mario Kart stuff that not Mario stuff. Okay. Sorry. I can't talk that. Oh, I wish I had more speed. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite game. That's why I really want that. That's why I really want that Black Velvet Witch Tana skin in the CTR right now, because it reminds me so much of Grimtilda. I really hope that rich skin shows up in the pit stop soon. Ooh, it has, huh? And we sold pretty well from what I remember. Actually, I think, oh jeez, I'm doing really bad right now. I'm losing control. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Oh.
so bad. That was like the worst. That was the worst luck I've ever had on this track. Super high sales. Yeah, like the Wii sold pretty well, and if I remember correctly, Wii Sports is one of the, like the highest selling games of all time, which, to be fair, is probably just because most Wii's came with Wii Sports. Most people got their Wii's from Wii Sports. I mean, with Wii Sports. Not from Wii Sports, with Wii Sports. Including me. I'm pretty sure Wii Sports came with my Wii. Like, I know sometimes Wii's would sell with, like, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I don't remember what else. Maybe Link's crossbow training or something? Nah, maybe not. Anyway, that was terrible for me. That was such a terrible thing that happened to me on that last track. Ugh. That one hard combat gives you a run for your money. What did you get on that last place, Kurt? Did you get first on that last race? I thought you did. Hey, Animal Crossing. I was meaning to go to that track last time. Yes, RIP me indeed. On the first race I got 4th. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to you already, Bossfire, but I've never played an Animal Crossing game. Did it start on the GameCube? That series started on the GameCube, right? Because I thought I saw there is an Animal Crossing game on GameCube, right? Yeah, I've never played it. I just never, I think it started on the GameCube, and as I said before, I just didn't have a GameCube, so never got into it. And I know New Horizons just came out, but I've personally been playing more of Doom Eternal than I have that. Like, I don't even have New Horizons. Yeah, Doom Eternal on my PS4. It's crazy to think that a Doom game and an Animal Crossing game came out on the same day. I love all the memes of Doom Guy and Isabelle together. Aha! Take that, lightning bolt. I was protected that time. Isn't it like a kind of world-building simulation kind of thing? Like something like Sims or something? I don't really know much about the series. Oh, I just noticed the item thing being a different sound on this track. That's cool. So it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon in a way where you have to build a theme park. I miss Roller Coaster Tycoon. I used to play that on my computer. It was a lot of fun. Oh, mean. Okay, good. I still got second. If that cost me second place, I would have been so upset. I don't care what track we go on. But there are some tracks I don't really like that much, but yeah, I remember Roller Coaster Tycoon. That was so much fun. Sometimes I wish I could play those games again. Making like all the different roller coasters you could make or like put down, and like all the different attractions and everything. And there was like different types of weather during the game. It would be like it would rain, and it would just be
So nice. I even remember the little things like your part guests would get sick and you'd have to like clean up their throw up on the ground. You need a janitor. Yes. 164 OG. Boy, I remember. You remember the mirror mode version of this track where like all the cars would, yeah, like that. All the cars would be coming towards you instead of like driving with you. Oh, that was so hard. Oh, so bad. I don't think I was that big of a fan of this track back then. It's a bit easier to navigate now since there's not as much traffic. But back then I didn't really look forward to this track as much. Well, I guess I didn't, hate it, but certainly wasn't one of my favorites either. Okay, wait a second. Aha! Oh. Oh no. See, my whole thing with this is I usually like driving karts that are, like I'm using like a kart set that's giving me a lot of acceleration and good turning, but not a lot of speed. I'm like used to karts in Mario Kart that give me like more balanced stats. Like in CTR, I was using the drift. I was using the drift class. I was using a drift class in CPR, CPR, CTR, which gives me a pretty good amount of speed and pretty good drift, but not the best turning, not the best acceleration. Drift is my main class in CTR. All the other ones are just okay. I'm just too used to drift to play as any of the other driving classes in CTR now. Alright. Rainbow Road, huh? Let's see if we get it. And we do get it. If I'm gonna be honest here, I don't think I'm that big of a fan of this particular Rainbow Road. I just don't think it looks as good as previous ones. I usually like Rainbow Road because it's pretty and it's all rainbow and space and everything. But this one just doesn't do it for me as much. Oh. I think a lot of people consider like the Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road to be the best Rainbow Road. And maybe even like the best track, period, in all of Mario Kart. If we get another Mario Kart game, I really hope it's not called Mario Kart 10. Because if it's called Mario Kart 10, then that means Mario Kart 2 is considered a canon Mario Kart game. I mean, I don't hate Mario Kart Tour, but I couldn't get into it that much. Like, I started playing it for a bit, and then I just, I couldn't get into it after a while. I just kind of lost it.
lost its appeal. Lost its appeal. Lost its appeal to me pretty quick. Isabel, how could you? Oh wow. I somehow hit Isabel there with the boomerang. Oh, it's so bad right now. I think out of all the Rainbow Roads, I like Isabel as well. Stupid dog! You make me look bad! I remember watching episodes of that as a kid. It was freaky, but I surprisingly didn't actually, get nightmares from it or anything. It was a pretty freaky show. Return the slab, or suffer my curse. This still shouldn't happen to a dog. That's why I use that cart setup. I remember some Courage the Cowardly Dog episodes. I remember the ones where I didn't watch every single episode of that show ever, but there are a couple I remember. I remember the one with the tree, like the magic tree that granted them wishes, and I remember the chicken, the chicken from outer space or whatever it was called. And there was this show was legit creepy and scary. Yeah, it was pretty freaky. First horror show. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
We interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog Show! Starring Courage the Cowardly Dog! Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere, with a husband who's his bad. When crazy stuff happens in nowhere, it's up to Courage to save his new home.
I don't think I pronounced Eustace's last name right. Sorry about that.
Stupid dog. Chop, 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 chop. Down you go.
Also remember the one where they became, Eustace and Courage became the kangaroo monsters. And they, like, fought each other in Paris. Well, they actually went around the world, but I remember them fighting each other in Paris. And there was that one episode where the computer gets all monster-like. The computer that, Courage always goes to for help. Oh man, I thought that was the last lap. There was like another one where Muriel was like turned into like a mold mutant or something like that. And she had like green skin and her hair was red and she like had the sharp teeth and stuff and just she was like terrorizing Eustace I think the whole time. I don't remember what Courage was doing, but Eustace was like in the bedroom and stuff. And like Muriel was just like popping in and out of the floor, just like rah, rah. I don't remember that episode as much. I do like the scene in the Magic Tree episode when the doctor is there looking, checking out Muriel's
enlarged head because Eustace wished for her to have a bigger head. And then and then the doctor's like working on her head with all different tools and everything, and then you cut away and you see that Eustace and Courage's jaws are just like. I always like that part. They're like, what are you doing to her, man? The things I do for love. Cartoon Network. So many shows I watched on that. Watched on that channel back then. You want Donut Plains 3? Wish we still lived in the time where we got all those old Cartoon Network shows. Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd n Eddy. Those were so fun. What else? Johnny Bravo. I didn't watch Cow and Chicken as much. Yeah, we watching regular shows. I actually never watched that all that much. That was like when that show just came out long after I stopped watching Cartoon Network. Danny Phantom. Yeah, I heard that was actually pretty good, although I never watched it. Maybe I should try and see if I can watch it sometime. I do remember one episode of Danny Phantom, watching that. Danny Phantom, I think it was the one with the reality gauntlet and the villain called Freak Show. Like he came back and he had that gauntlet that made him helped him make things come to life and turn things into anything else and make dreams real and all that. Gem of life, gem of form, gem of fantasy. I don't know how I remember that, but that was like the only episode of that show I ever watched. And I haven't seen that in years. Oh, alright, Code Lyoko, I remember that show too. I'm surprised to see you referencing that, man. I didn't know you know that show. Code Lyoko with me, sunny dog. Code Lyoko with the Lyoko. Code Lyoko with me, standing tall. Code Lyoko stronger after all. That's such a good song. It was a bit weird that they use stock animation. They like use the same animation for almost every episode in a way. But it was still fun. I always like the different ways the Xana computer program just messed with them. It was pretty good. I remember actually watching it all the way through on Netflix a few years ago. I mean, I watched it back when it was on Cartoon Network, but then years later I watched the whole series on Netflix. Still wish it was. I think it was. No, never mind. It's not on Netflix, but I think the series is on YouTube now. Like the entire series is on YouTube. Last I checked. Also, yay! I'm in third. How many races have we done? I've lost track of how many races we've been doing. It was a pretty good show. One of the characters was named Odd. I just find that funny.
I'm trying to study. Odd.
Odd de la Robia. Somehow, that's like the only character whose last name I remember. Oh no, wait. It was Jeremy Belpois. Basic card. I think Odd was probably my favorite out of all the characters on that one. Laser arrows.
Also, also thought that one, like I mentioned before, it was always so cool to see like all the different things Xana could do to like mess with the kids and cause trouble. Oh, whoa. Okay. Like he would, like there was things like he'd take control of a bus and he'd like make it so it'd like crash into like a power plant or something. I don't know. Crash into something dangerous that would have killed everybody. And like he'd mess with gravity and he possessed people. I know that's what he did. He did that in later seasons. He possessed people a lot. There was that one where he made it so that so Odd and Auric, when they were in the real world, when Odd and Auric were in the real world, they thought they were on Lyoko when they were actually in the real world. And when they were on Lyoko, they thought they were in the real world. That's another good episode. Oh. I don't remember much about the show, but I remember liking it. I'm pretty sure, if you wanted to watch it again, I'm pretty sure all of it's on YouTube. Last I checked. Like the full episodes and everything. Probably like one of the first things that pops up if you search Code Lyoko on YouTube. Yeah, there's like 85 episodes, I think. Oh. Oh, crappy. Crappy green shell. I don't want a green shell. I want a... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Pass Yoshi? No, I can't. Oh. I don't know why I said Johnny Bravo. I was just thinking about that. I'm trying to like think of other shows. Here's a show I definitely loved growing up. I loved Teen Titans. That was my favorite show for a long time, and it's still one of my favorite shows now. Teen Titans. It's actually my favorite. That's actually my favorite superhero team, the Teen Titans. Favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Favorite superhero team, Teen Titans. We're on the 9th race. Teen Titans! When there's trouble, you know who to go. Teen Titans. From the tower you can see it all. Teen Titans. When you're evil on your back, you can wrestle and they got your back. When the world needs heroes on patrol, Teen Titans go. Love that song. Oh. What a show. Loved it. I remember Beast Boy being my favorite. He's still my favorite. I like Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Raven the most. Those are the ones I like. Evil beware, we have wobbles.
Yeah. Oh, that was Baby Mario. I thought that was you in front, Kirby. Yay, Rainbow Road! This is my favorite Rainbow Road, actually. It's the Mario Kart 64 Rainbow Road. Now that song is stuck in my head. There's so many great moments from that show, though. So many great episodes. I actually have the entire series on DVD. I got the entire series on DVD a few years ago. I love that I was able to get it on DVD. I actually got it at a convention. I went to a convention a few years ago in the summer and got the entire series on DVD then. I definitely love this. Oh, this Rainbow Road a lot more. It's more colorful to me, and I like the music a lot. I might be losing, but I still love it. My one problem with this version of Rainbow Road is the fact that it's only one lap now. Like, I get that it was a very long track, but does it really have to be one lap? What's even worse about it being only one lap is the fact that the song doesn't even get to finish. Like the song doesn't even get to finish before you're on the final lap version of the song. That's why I don't really like this version as much. I mean, I like it more in terms of looks, of course, but I like the original one a bit better because it was actually 3 laps, and I think the song was better then. The song sounds better on N64. I'm not much of a fan of most of the remixes in this game. In the classic tracks, most of the remixes of the old tracks, I prefer the original music. I prefer the original music of Rainbow Road, the original music of Waluigi Pinball. Hyrule Circuit. TikTok clock. I think it's pretty cool how they made a race track out of the TikTok clock levels from Mario 64. I don't even know what place I'm in. Oh, I'm in 3rd. Yoshi's ahead of me. At least I think I'm in 3rd. Maybe somebody else is ahead of me too. Oh, wait. Oh. Did I just make myself slip with my own banana? Right. It's not what I meant to do. I meant to throw the banana in front of Ruby and try and stop him there. I think what happened was I threw the banana, but it ended up like landing right where I landed because I was like in midair when I died. Ah. Oh, jeez. Oh, still got me. Whoa. Go. Yo, she's still ahead of me. Did I actually renew anything? 10 points. I was looking back through some of the old comments in chat. Boss Fire, I noticed you said you had your I noticed you said your friend had 007 and Super Smash Brothers on his N64. Got that. I guess by 007 you mean GoldenEye, because that's probably what a lot of people who had N64 had. They had GoldenEye. There's actually 2 007 games on N64. GoldenEye and World Is Not Enough. I like both of those. I do think I like GoldenEye just a bit more. You also said you had the original Smash Brothers. I love the original Smash Brothers. One of my favorite games. Love the Gusty, gotta love the Gusty Garden remix on this. No, not while I'm in the air. I get struck by lightning, come on. And hold on, how am I in... Okay. Oh, I thought I could let it. Like, it didn't look like I was in the first... Never mind. I thought the game might have glitched and like hit me with the blue shell, even though maybe I could have been in second place when the game said I was in first. I don't know. Then again, that's what CTR does. Sometimes glitches and makes you say you're in like third place when you're really in fourth. Well, it does that online though.
Online is just so glitchy. CTR. That's one thing that's kind of meh about CTR is it's online. Oh no! Of all the times to get struck by lightning. Oh, I thought I got 7th. Okay then. Yay! I just got 2nd. 2nd overall. I don't care if Kirby wins as long as I at least get 2nd. Okay. So, about time to start our Renegade Roundup session. But first, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, so be right back, y'all. And we're back. Time for the Renegade Roundup session. And I'll probably call it a stream after this is done. Hope we still have a decent crowd after the stream is done, because I'd like to raid somebody. Unfortunately, I've tried to raid somebody in like the last couple of streams I've done. I've tried to raid somebody at the end, but unfortunately, I've ended up having less of a crowd than I thought I did, so it didn't really work out. Or maybe I've been doing it wrong, but whatever. Sometimes raids work for me, sometimes they don't. Anyway, these are the settings, right? These are settings you want, Kirby. 5 minutes, hard CPU, 12 rounds. Just making sure.
Excuse me. Ugh. So rude. Okay, is in the settings are good? Alright. Blue. Yeah, right, we're on the blue team. Every time. We're always on the blue team. Oh, we got Link on our team. I didn't see who was on the other team. And, well, I don't know for the Renegades or for the Cops to start out, but I know you said you always liked being Renegades on Lunar Colony. Oh, actually, I want to change my character.
Luigi!
Well, I'll just do it with that for now. I'll change my cart next time. Change my cart stuff. I meant to change my cart. Quickly change this character. Yeah. I meant to change my cart stuff around too, but I'll do that next time. Look at a happy face. I'm probably gonna get back on CTR on my PS4 when this is done and start getting the Beenox crates on that version. Oh, we are. Alright. What you do with it? Oh. So, I should mention, those who aren't aware, Renegade Roundup is where Renegades try to run away from the cops who have piranha plants on their carts. And every time the piranha plant catches us, we get thrown in jail. And if all the Renegades get caught at once, we lose. But the Renegades can be freed by driving over the cell with the key. There's like at least 2 different cells on every battle track, except for the SNES battle course track. There's only 1 cage on the SNES battle course track. Oh, I missed the key. Yay! And then I really get caught again. Huh. That was crazy. No, I was just about to free. I was just about to free them. Save us in baby. Yay. I didn't know there were 3 cages on this one. I thought there were usually 2. I forgot there were 3 cages on the Dragon Giftways stage. Ah, leg is itching now. My leg! I just thought of, big fortune next time we were runners. Alright. Ah, and I forgot to change my card. Ugh. Oh well. And I knew what I was going to change it to, too. I had an idea for what I was going to change it to. Got him! Yes! Aw. Got it.
Can't stop Ouija.
Yeah. Actually did the best out of our team there. Woo. Oh man, Mazo, I forgot the... There you go. Got to give you a coin for the... Got to give you a coin for the bits here earlier. I wanna... I always forget. I wanna change my cart, but I always forget. That's... I know I wanna change... I know what I wanna change it to too. Alright. Oh. I was like going towards them as if I was the killer. Come on, hit it. Nope. Wrong button. I just plugged in my phone for a second. What? Okay. Don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah. I don't
What happened there? Somehow it just got disconnected. Yeah, give me a try.
Luigi!
This time I'll remember to have my combination in. Where is it? Alright, I'm joining you in the tourney then. As soon as I pick my wheels. Adventure off-road, yeah. Which team are you on? You're on the blue team like you always are? Or you always want to be? Here's something that I don't get. Why is Team Bowser blue and Team Mario red? I feel like it should be the other way around. Like, I know red is Mario's main color, but blue is also a color for Mario. And I feel like blue fits Mario better than blue fits Bowser. Anyway, I bet you're on Team Bowser, so I'll join Bowser.
Luigi!
Oh, it's your Wi-Fi? Alright. Might as well end it starting to act funny. Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Well, bit of a earlier ending than we thought we'd have, but yeah, I think I will end it here. Yeah, at least we got through the races. Alright, so thank you all for watching today. And thank you, Ruby Raikou, for following me just before the stream started. Thanks again for that. I know I've thanked y'all like 3 times already, but I want to thank you again anyway. And thank you, my good buddy Mazofire, for the bit cheer. Wait, Ruby, don't leave yet just yet. I want you to be a part of the raid. I want y'all to be a part of the raid. I want to try and raid somebody. It has happened more than once, sadly. But before y'all go, I'd just like to try and raid somebody right quick. Ooh, here we go. Dark Spine Sonic playing CTR. Let's raid him. Alright, hopefully this works. Whoa. Do I want Darkspine? Yeah, sure, Darkspine Sonics. I was gonna say Darkspine Sonics or Canadian Guy A, because he's also playing CTR. Anyway, thanks again for watching, y'all, and enjoy Darkspine Sonic and CTR. More CTR. And I'll see y'all back tomorrow for more CTR. Yeah, we do need more emotes. Yeah. But see y'all back tomorrow for more CTR, where we shall continue to get the Beenox time crates, and we will grind for the cup races for the trophy paint jobs. So, hope y'all look forward to that, and see you guys then. Until then, enjoy Darkspine Sonic. Everybody have a good day. Take it easy. I'll see y'all next time. Derpy Kirby, yeah.